Chapter 25, Section 4, The War in the Pacific. The bombing of Pearl Harbor made national attention, but in the Philippine Islands, the Japanese bombed Clark Field, a military base under the command of General Douglas MacArthur. They destroyed half of the base and then attacked by ground. MacArthur was forced to retreat to the Bataan Peninsula. There he had hoped for U.S. enforcements, but after battling for several months, he realized there was no enforcements coming. So he retreated to Australia, and he made his famous promise of, "I will return." The Japanese continued to expand their empire with the fall of the Bataan Peninsula. They wanted to be independent from other countries on their needs for oil and rubber, and the U.S. had put up an embargo, which was quite successful from keeping these raw resources. The troops captured from the peninsula numbered around 76,000 people. The Japanese made the survivors march 60 miles to a railroad station. Many were just too weak from trying to hold off the Japanese army. They didn't have food, they were sick, and many died. Many were executed when they could not keep up with the group. 10,000 men died just on this trip alone. This became known as the Bataan Death March. An additional 15,000 people died in prison camps. This broke the rules of the Geneva Convention, and many nations criticized the Japanese for this. The war at sea. Several battles occurred in the ocean and the Pacific. One of the more famous ones was the Battle of the Coral Sea. Many ships were sunk, many sustained heavy damages, and the Battle of the Coral Sea was the first battle at sea that was carried out entirely by aircraft off of an aircraft carrier. Neither country really won the battle. It was considered a tie, but the Americans were able to hold off the Japanese from attacking and occupying Australia. So the battle was considered a moral victory for the Americans. The Battle of Midway was a turning point for the United States. Midway was just a small island that was seen as an important naval base. The battle was a great victory for the U.S. They sank 4 Japanese aircraft carriers, and the Japanese lost 250 planes, and more importantly, their skilled aviators.